Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Carolina Panthers Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, looks like the Carolina Panthers organization have finally put the finishing touches on their coaching staff. We got ourselves a tight ends coach, and he comes in the form of John Lilly. John Lilly will be joining the Carolina Panthers coaching staff as the new tight ends coach. So, gonna get into a little bit of information on that, as well as one other small hire as well. But before we continue, I want to remind everybody to be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty for an impressive lineup of video game themed cosmetic and makeup products. And if you see something you like, want to make a purchase, be sure to use the promo code BlitzballChamp and you can get 10% off of your order. That's BlitzballChamp, all in caps, and you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to put that to good use. Okay, so Frank Reich finished off rounding out offensive staff by signing John Lilly as the tight ends head coach. John Lilly, let's talk about John Lilly. John Lilly comes to the Carolina Panthers after having 3 years of coaching the tight ends at UNC Chapel Hill, who he apparently worked under head coach Mac Brown. He has 30 years total of coaching experience, with 2 of those years being in the NFL, which he coached the tight ends for the Cleveland Browns in 2019 and the Rams in 2016. He actually has history with our offensive line coach, James Campen. Apparently, both of them worked together back in Cleveland in 2019. And he's also worked with offensive coordinator Thomas Brown in Georgia in 2011 and 2015. So, some familiar faces that John Lilly has worked with on our coaching staff. So, that's a plus. But yeah, that was one of the positions that we were missing, and looks like it just got filled by this John Lilly. But yeah, we'll be coaching the tight ends, and seems to have a relationship, some chemistry with Thomas Brown as well as James Campen. So all on the offense, good stuff, really good stuff. And then they've also hired a game management coordinator by the name of George Lee. Not a name I'm familiar with, but George Lee, who worked with Frank Reich back in Indianapolis when he was a senior football strategy analyst game manager. And interesting. And apparently George Lee worked in analytics for the Oakland Raiders for 7 years and served as the lead researcher at the NFL Network after working as a researcher at ESPN. So, interesting. Very, very interesting there. But not too sure exactly what he's going to do for the Panthers, but yeah, apparently he's going to be the game management coordinator. I don't really know exactly what that entails, but it's another piece. It's another piece. Whether it's major or minor, it's another piece to the staff. But yeah, so that should pretty much wrap up the coaching staff for the Carolina Panthers. I would think anybody else that they add would probably be under an assistant role or whatnot, but it looks like they may be done. Looks like they may be done. So with that being said, let's take a quick recap of the Carolina Panthers coaching staff to this day. So, Frank Wright is your head coach. So, on the offense, Thomas Brown, your offensive coordinator. James Campen, your offensive line coach. Parks Frazier, passing game coordinator. Sean Jefferson, your wide receivers coach. The newly hired John Lilly, tight ends coach. Robert Kugler is assistant offensive line coach. Josh McCown, your quarterbacks coach. Deuce Staley, your assistant head coach and running backs coach. And then on the defense, you got Ajero Avero, is your defensive coordinator. Dom Capers, your senior defensive assistant. Jonathan Cooley, your secondary and cornerbacks coach. D'Angelo Hall, assistant defensive backs coach. Peter Hansen, your linebackers coach. Tim Lukabu, your outside linebackers coach. Todd Wash, your defensive line coach. Burt Watts, your safeties coach. And then on special teams, you got Devin Fitzsimmons as assistant special teams coach. Chris Tabor, special teams coordinator. And then overall assistant, you have senior assistant Jim Caldwell. That'll be serving on offense, defense, and special teams. And like I said, I don't know how big of a role he'll have, but this newly added game management coordinator, George Lee. So that's your Carolina Panthers coaching staff in a nutshell. What y'all think? Pretty dang on good. I have to say, this is quite a monster of a coaching staff for the Carolina Panthers. So now that looks like that's out of the way, hopefully now they can focus and start zooming in on getting the necessary talent, re-signing the right people, extending the right people, and all of the above in preparation for the draft. You know, we got the scouting combine coming up. So, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. But this is looking like a monster coaching staff for the Carolina Panthers. So, hopefully it ends up translating through to the players and then through to the execution next season. But we'll see. But that'll pretty much conclude for this video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What do you think of the hire for John Lilly as tight ends coach, and also this George Lee as game management coordinator? And then just overall, what are your thoughts on the coaching staff up to now? So don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty as well. And I'll also post the link to this article as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. For another Carolina Panthers Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace out.